So while you're considering that and completing some of those, as I said, it's really important that you have something that when you walk out of here, you're going to have a whole lot, is the statistics are showing that a child who's, let's say, is under a year old is hearing no or don't over 400 times a day. Calculate that so that by the age they're a teenager, that's a phenomenal amount of no, don't, can't, do not. It's huge. And what is the impact of that on someone's self-esteem? On hearing more, don't, you can't, than nearly anything else, which is why this one, once you hear it, you will hear for the next week or the next 2 weeks, you will hear no, don't, can't, just like everywhere around you, because that's what we do, because that's what our parents did to us, that's what our teachers did to us. And we want to look at, well, what are the ways in which we can actually still get what we're needing, at the same time finding a language which is more empowering. And that's what tonight's session is really about.
4. Where possible, substitute a yes for a no. The trick in the skill is to know what your needs are. Then it is far easier to guide your child in what needs to be done so that their needs can also be met. At a basic level, you are conveying that you also want your child's needs to be met. So in the cartoons, can we go play? No, you haven't had your lunch yet. Try substituting a yes for a no. Can we go play? Yes, certainly, right after lunch. You can also use words like certainly or sure. In the case of them asking something like, can we have TV supper tonight? And TV suppers are okay in your household, but just not for the night. Then you may say something like, TV suppers are fun things for us to do, and we can do them on Fridays and weekend nights. In this way, you are saying no to TV suppers for this night, but telling them when it will be appropriate.
Great, thanks Marley. And on that we're going to spend quite a lot of time, because that will revolutionize your language and your classroom environment by, instead of sharing what you don't want, sharing what you do want. Okay? And we'll unpack that. But coming into the other one around, instead of saying no, say yes, that's another way again of showing yes, this is something we can do, and you're just highlighting what the criteria are that need to be met so that it becomes a yes, which is very useful as well. Because then it shows them that you actually want this to happen, and you just need to overcome those certain things to make it happen successfully. I just want to check what it was. Where a subset of the skill, which was really insightful for me, is a parent was sharing, and actually we experienced it ourselves. So Renee and I, in supporting Kaylin, who at that stage was 4, in sleeping on her own in her own room, really wanted to sleep in our room as well, as all young children do. And even, I think parents get to a stage of sometimes where the children are 7 and 8 still come and say, how do we get our child to sleep in their own room? And what we realized and experienced is every time she would ask, we would think that we were putting in the boundary by saying, no, you can't. And what we figured out is if we can actually give her a time and a space of when she can, then it takes away a whole lot of the stress about when she can't. So then we said, and first of all, we discussed it because we need to be clear that this was appropriate and okay for us. We said, well, actually, it would be nice for her to join us. We bring in the mattress on Sunday nights. Yeah, and on Sunday nights, she could join us and she could sleep on the mat. Same routine. Bedtime is the same. Everything's the same, but she's just in our room, and that worked for us, especially as a single-child family. I'm just thinking that if you've got 4 children, that could be quite something. But then that could be something that's really exciting. But either way, the moment we said, this is the day that you can come and sleep, then she never bugged us again for like, well, when can I come? And, oh, can't I come? Please, 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 pretty please, can't I come? Please, please, please. Those things all fall away. The same is for any situation where the children in your class are saying, can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? The moment you tell them when they can do it, and whether it's a routine or whether it's a once-off, you'll find that they now feel that their needs are met.